it's the consuming, like idea that I feel like I need to get out to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
how did that go?
Terribly. I stopped a long ass time
I
ago.
remember you had like big charts and everything in character building and developing and whatnot,
Well,
and try to.
That's what they tell you to do, right?
He was working
Yeah.
with an author, my guy.
Yes.
A
A
published
writing,
author.
A published
a
author.
writing coach.
Okay.
A writing coach. There we
Yes.
Who
go.
also
A
happens,
published author / writing
Who
coach
also
/
happens-
couldn't help Shamsi.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
What did the person say? He or she? She was a she,
It was a
right?
she.
What did she say? Like, yo, fuck this book. She just hung up on your face.
No, she gave me a lot of encouraging advice. There was a lot of exercises. You know,
What was the encouraging advice? Stop.
Stop.
Don't
Stop.
do this.
it was actually don't stop. Like don't
Oh, really?
don't overthink it. Don't like just write.
Oh, see, don't overthink it. And Shamsi, they go.
Yeah, see.
They don't go hand in hand. You need to
Oil
overthink.
and water, my God.
That's why
Yeah.
that's why it stopped. That's why the progress was quite minimal,
Let's
unfortunately.
deep dive into your overthinking. Why do you overthink, Shamsi?
I have a lot of brain.
This is why the book failed. This is why
I
I have a lot of brain.
What you say is a lot of brain.
I feel the need
In
to-
medical terms, it's
Mucho braino.
like I feel the need to exercise all of my thinking energy into hypothesizing all the possible outcomes of scenarios.
or maybe philosoph.
Or maybe
Yeah.
throw all big words at once and
And
see
then
what sticks.
yeah.
I got big words.
Yeah.
Look at my
No,
big
see,
words.
The big words don't necessarily build the book. It's not about big words. It's about the story. It's about the narrative. It's about what you're trying to express.
Takfa. Tell me more.
Yeah, what was
Yeah.
the
What was the story about?
Like shit going sideways.
No.
basically.
Tell us what the story is about, or I'm gonna unveil it.
It was the.
I'm joking, but I don't remember, to be honest.
It was a apocalyptic story. That was the direction it was going.
And Apocalypse and Shamsi, hand in hand. Keep
Exactly.
going.
See,
Yes.
see,
Yes.
there's a lot of
That makes sense. Okay.
There's a lot of research.
A guy who preaches a lot about peace
Yeah.
thinks about anarchy all day.
Yeah.
Are you talking about one character or multiple characters or
It's a
like
world, wasn't it? A
collective?
world?
It's a world.
It's a world.
Okay,
It's a
so you're
world
talking
thing.
about the world.
It's like whoop. Do you know World War Z?
Yes.
Okay, so that idea for me was a very
Not the movie, the book.
The book.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know anything about?
Yes,
the
I
book?
know.
Okay.
I know the movie.
Okay, the
I don't know
movie.
the book.
Okay.
Fuck the movie.
Fuck the movie.
Fuck the movie,
Exactly,
my
fuck the
guy.
movie.
No.
So-
The book is way too different.
The
Okay.
book was written from the perspective of multiple characters throughout the chapters, right? The idea was, okay, shit, a zombie outbreak happens and it spreads throughout the world. The way the book is structured, the way it's written, is that you get to see how the story started and all the way to the end from people who lived through different events.
It's basically a documentary by this guy that's going around after the World War, interviewing everyone who was
participated, basically. So the structure of that book attracted me a lot. I was trying to execute something similar.
So it's like the BBC, basically.
Kind of.
Yes,
in
it's a
sense.
documentary about a world war that had zombies.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically.
Which is like the listening to it as an
Audiobook.
audiobook with all the voice actors.
That's what I was thinking.
Ooh.
I was thinking this one you need it as an audiobook.
Dude,
It-
it was
for me,
great.
I'm not gonna sit there.
I think that would be awesome, honestly, because
I haven't read the book. I only listened to the audiobook, and it's amazing.
The way it's written, even like the language used, the way the expressions come out, it's like an Indian general or an American doctor or like a British scientist. So all of it is just very. There's a very strong element of world building, which is very attractive in that book.
Yeah.
So I was trying to execute something similar.
How big is the book?
It's not that big actually. It's like yay big.
خط شرقية الرياض.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
not, it's
okay.
not that big.
Whoa, so it's 3 hours.
It's like a
Audio?
It's like a
تقريبا.
200
I
page.
don't
3
remember.
hours?
I don't remember. يمكن the whole weekend, like going and then coming back. This is way back college days. But either way, it's worth the listen.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm still at Shamsi's book.
He's trying to figure out.
his
Okay,
book.
so I'm trying to explain to you like the format. That was
Okay.
like, the format that was
Okay.
supposedly going.
So basically, so you figured out the format,
Yes,
and we were good.
and then like okay, now we need
Like,
to proceed with the actual writing.
It's like I found what I wanted.
The actual writing process.
Won't you stop? COVID, right?
Before COVID, no, it was a bit before COVID actually. The thing with it, which the excuse I keep giving to myself is that I need to get in the right mind space for it. When in reality, it's much more. I need to get the first draft out and then work on a second draft and a third draft and a
Yes.
fourth draft because
Yes.
that's how it works. Otherwise, the words are stuck inside. They're not on the page or on the paper or whatever.
Mm. As
So
a
yeah,
as,
that's
as a
another
creative,
failed project.
I'm sorry, but as a creative, the one excuse that I hate is I'm waiting for inspiration.
Exactly.
It's not about waiting for inspiration. Inspiration has, trust me, there's plenty of
Champs is waiting for
No,
someone
no,
to come
no.
write the book for him
No.
and say, "Hey, man, I had that idea.
It's about
If I finished it, I would have done."
it's about the way you structure it in your head. Sometimes it's a perfectionism thing. I think.
Yes.
Like you feel like it should come out in a certain way.
No, that's you.
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
It's more about you than like the
Yeah,
process.
It's that's what I'm
because
saying.
you demand so much.
The standard is very high,
Yes.
and the story that I want to tell needs to be very, very broad. And there's so many different, threads to connect and interconnect. That
So it feels overwhelming when you want to go and like put it down
pretty
in
much
writing.
in a sense.
Okay,
sense.
I get that.
Because-
I've been through that, and I'm telling you, just do it. Do it. Say I know this is gonna be shit the way I'm doing it right now, but once you get it down, you'll be able to look at it and see what you can fix and what you can make out of it.
I mean,
We talked so many times about it's okay to set up to fail. If you allow yourself to fail, you learn so much.
true,
Yeah.
very true.
How many light bulbs did we get until we perfected one?